Okay, I'm super excited to talk to you about the craziest statistic about your senses you will ever hear and why it matters if you're interested in being a visual artist. So I love talking about this with my students. We are going to talk about two studies that were done at two different art museums. So the first one was done at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York in 2001. The second study was done in 2016 at the Chicago Art Institute. These studies were done, let me check the names because I'll forget. Lisa F. Smith, Jeffrey K. Smith, and Pablo T. L. Tinio were the authors of the second study in 2016. So they decided to measure how long the museum attendees spent looking at particular pieces of art in the collection to try to get a sense of how long do people spend in the museum, and are they looking at the artwork or are they reading the little plaques and descriptions about the artwork or the content that the curators include in the exhibit that explains like why all these pieces are important. So they looked at the mean, which is where they take all the visitors, they add the amount of time that they spent looking at each artwork together, and then they divide that total by the number of visitors or the numbers in the list. So that's what we normally think of as the average, is the mean. So the average amount of time that a person visiting the museum looked at any particular piece of artwork in the museum was, how long do you think it's going to be? Like 3 minutes? 5 minutes? 1 minute? No, it's way shorter. It's 28.63 seconds. 28 seconds. So I'm going to put an image up on the screen so you can look at it for 28.63 seconds. And it's probably going to feel like an eternity to you. They also looked at the median. So that's the middle value. If you lined up all of the numbers in the list and said like one person looked at this artwork for 60 seconds, one person looked at it for 1 second, the middle value in that list, the median, the amount of time that people look at a piece of artwork is 21 seconds, so it's even less. And then this one is the craziest one, the mode, which is the most frequently occurring number in the list. So the most frequent amount of time that any visitor would spend looking at any piece of artwork in the entire collection of the museum is, do you think it's more or less than 28 seconds? More or less than 21 seconds? I'm guessing you're not going to be surprised. The mode, so the most frequently occurring amount of time that people spent looking at artwork, was 10 seconds. 10 entire seconds. So if you think about it, this statistic is incredibly important if you're looking to become a visual artist. I would say the majority of what we do with the rest of our time when we're using our eyes, typically what I'm doing is I am scanning the table to see where to put my jug of water, or I am scanning my bottle of water, seeing where my hand meets it, so that I don't knock it over, right? Like I don't want to crash into things. So the rest of my day, except for when I'm doing artwork and making a drawing, is spent scanning things. That's literally like fractions of seconds is what I spend my entire day using my eyes for. So if you think about how we typically use our eyes, what we want to do in order to become a visual artist or to master drawing is to spend more time looking at things. If you're interested in learning more about how to use your eyes and what you should be looking for, feel free to hop on over to my website, LZM Studio, and you can find out more about my online course and my upcoming live cohort that you can join to find community and accountability and things like that so that you can keep working on your drawing.